Well, 'tis the season to make New Year's resolution. In fact, approximately 45% of Americans make New Year's resolutions each year, yet most are broken, unfortunately, by the end of January. Celebrity chef and Food Network star Clea Robinson joins us this morning with tips on how to make resolutions you actually want to keep. Good morning.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Of course, we're all making resolutions. What are your top 3 tips for establishing resolutions that you actually want to keep?
For me, I want to make resolutions that aren't a huge drastic change. When I say resolutions you want to keep, have you ever heard of a resolution you want to keep?
No.
So my top 3 tips are all kind of in sync with that. I always say make small steps. You don't want to make your resolution some big, huge change that's going to make your life a whole new life. It's got to be something that you can attain. Attainability is the key. Also, I enlist a friend. I make sure a friend is calling and checking on me and making sure that I'm doing what I said I was going to do. That accountability helps. So attainability, accountability, and then last but not least, I reward myself when I'm doing a good job.
Okay, now a lot of us, of course, choose, weight loss or trying to be healthier for our resolutions. So many people. But what would you recommend as a first step in choosing healthier foods?
Healthier food options, that's an easy one. It sounds so daunting and you feel like you have to cut everything out. You don't. When it comes to healthier food choices, what I look for is I look for the quality of ingredients that I put into my body. I also like to watch portions. Portion control will make you a healthier person overall, and those 2 things alone will make your 2012 much more successful. So for me, I love sweets. So my New Year's resolution was to eat more dark chocolate, which sounds crazy. I know, it sounds weird, right? But it goes along with my real resolution, which was to overall be a healthier person. So I want to move a little more. I want to make healthier choices when choosing food. Even a chef like me makes bad choices. So sweets are my weak point, and dark chocolate is the healthiest option. It's got a lot of great benefits. So by eating dark chocolate, I'm actually attaining my goals.
Oh, see,
and it's
I like
also
that.
my built-in reward. It's good, right?
It is, because you're still keeping the sweets in there. There's just a little healthier. Now, we're all trying to do this. We're trying to eat healthier. We still make mistakes. What are some of the common mistakes that most of us make when we resolve to change those bad eating habits?
I feel like the first thing that you do is you try and cut something out completely. That's a bad mistake because it's never going to happen. What you need to do is make a better choice within what you already love. Also, you really want to go for quality. So quality is important when making those choices, because quality is also usually better flavor, better texture. Your body recognizes it better, and therefore it's just better for you. So, you don't want to be one of the statistics. You've got to make sure that you're making the right choices. And nowadays, we all know a lot more about food. Dark chocolate is the healthier choice. Most of us know that. But some of us are staying away from dark chocolate because we think it's bitter. There are amazing dark chocolates out there that are readily available. And portion control, really, you have to watch your portions. I love the Dove dark chocolate promises because they're individually wrapped. They also make a chocolate bar that I use in my baking, but that individually wrapped, portion controlled dark chocolate is what my little reward is daily for my treat, and it's my little piece of heaven when I'm trying to get through my day and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I've got to have something sweet. I've got to have something sweet.
Right.
I don't restrict myself. I go for something I love.
Oh, that's good advice too. And sometimes we're going strong in the beginning of the year. We start losing a little steam. How can we reinforce our long-term health goals?
Look at it from a daily perspective rather than my New Year's resolution is to do this in 2012. The first day that you fail, most likely you'll quit. So what you want to do, that built-in reward system is the key. By looking at it from a daily standpoint and saying, okay, by the end of today, if I have done a good job, I've got my little reward waiting for me, whatever that reward is, then most likely you're going to keep that goal every single day. And if you fail, don't quit. So it's just a bad day. The next day is a new day. And that way, overall, throughout the year, your long-term goals will be better reached than just that short-term 2-week January New Year's resolution that we are all guilty of quitting.
That's such good advice because, when we mess up, sometimes we beat ourselves up and then it's all over with. So we definitely need to keep that in mind. Well, thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. And while we're on the subject of New Year's resolutions, U.S. News evaluated and ranked the 25 diets with input from a panel of health experts, and topping the list is the DASH diet. As Fox's Jody Ambrose tells us, DASH is not a quick fix, but experts say it's safe and it works.
Diet fads often run their course after a few months.
Well, I've tried several over the years.
And hardly ever live up to the hype.
People look for the short term, the quick weight loss.
It really shouldn't be a diet. It needs to be a lifestyle change.
The DASH diet may be right on track. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. Now it tops the list as best overall diet by U.S. News and World Report.
There's a lot of pressure on these DASH diet participants to focus their eating habits around fresh produce and fresh and not preserved meats.
Lifetime fitness dietitian Paul Kriegler says DASH is best known for helping to treat high blood pressure. It's also been endorsed by the Department of Health and Human Services.
We encourage people to eat mostly whole foods whenever possible.
The whole foods approach to help DASH get good reviews, but dietitians say it's still not right for everyone.
One place where we may differ is we encourage people to get an ample amount of dietary fat, especially from natural sources like olives and avocados and nuts and seeds, and even egg yolks.
U.S. News ranked Weight Watchers as another top choice for easiest diet to follow. You don't have to go far to find fans.
It's a structure that I need, kind of what you can eat, how much you can eat per day, and there's a little bit of flexibility to it.
Finding a plan to fit in with your life can be an uphill battle, but dieters say the payoff is priceless.
I would just say just educate yourself on nutrition and don't worry about the fad diet. Do what works for you.
Now that diet sounds like something that might be a little easier to stick with. Well, still ahead, get your motor running at the New Mexico RV Boat and Travel Show. The details are coming up next.